Ash and the gang. The Mandalorian is great in the new series, and let's check out what's new in the world of pop culture with your hosts John, Tim, and Quentin, and a podcast we call Rewind
and Reload.
Hey everyone, it's Rewind and Reload. I am back. This is probably my fourth intro because I am terrible today. I think Tim and Quentin are still here. What's up, guys?
Me, John, me no talk good.
Oh, man.
Caveman brain.
I figured I'd just...
I understand.
Yeah, I figured I'd just come out and say it right away. Like, I'm just terrible today. I can't talk, can't read. It's been like 4 to 6 weeks since I ran an episode, so we'll see how it goes. But
that's fair. I mean, I ain't judging.
Well, today we have a really fun topic. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. There's been a lot of pop culture news. There's been a lot of big things on like the whole Disney Marvel side of stuff that I might get into once I start kind of going through my week and recommendations. But first, I want to hear what you guys have been up to.
Nothing. I've literally done nothing this week, and it feels bad. But here we are, I guess.
Tim has simply been vibing since our last recording.
I have simply been existing, and that is in and of itself pain. So
that's what who says that? Buddha.
Probably. Life is suffering. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we're already bringing the episode in.
Fuck yeah.
Bam. My week, I guess 2 weeks, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty good. New music came out. The Idols album came out. It was pretty okay, man. It was like, they did that thing where the bands release like a bunch of singles, and all the singles are fucking bangers. And then the album comes out, and then it all of the good songs, you've already listened to them, and you know, everything that's not a single isn't as good, but yeah, it's whatever.
Is this like
it's still a good album.
The like massive drop of Joji music that came out this week?
Yeah, I haven't listened to any of that. I was sent it, and then I just forgot to.
I've listened to like one or two of the songs. I keep forgetting that it's there, but it's not like in a convenient playlist. So, oops.
I kind of forget that Joji's a thing still.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of the plight of the well, he's not really independent, is he? Because he's on. What's 88 Rising? Is that like...
That's like the music label that those guys have. I mean, it's not like a huge label, but it's a label.
Okay, so
it's like
he's still pretty much independent, if you will. So yeah, I mean he doesn't get all that money for advertising.
I mean, he was on the late night or the late show, so
yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then he also had like a hashtag over party too. There a little couple months ago.
Yeah,
like
people figured out. They figured out he was Filthy Frank.
Yeah, and everyone
which is the weirdest thing to me.
I just
you're just now figuring this out.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like Filthy Frank was such a big thing on YouTube for such a long time, especially in our generation.
Yeah,
like how did people really not click? I feel like the memes that he was Filthy Frank came out as soon as he dropped his Joji album.
No,
like even before that, but like I don't know. I felt like people
he was
were
like because the way the Joji thing worked out, it was like he was like done and over with for Filthy Frank for like I felt like it was like a year or two, right? And then it was just kind of out of nowhere. It's like, oh, here's some music. What?
Yeah, he was doing like solo EPs with like a couple of people that he released, and then it wasn't really big, and then. I don't know what happened, but his music took a huge skyrocket when that one album came out.
Yeah,
I feel like he like let Filthy Frank die out and let people forget about it.
Yeah, probably honestly.
Like it really didn't feel like at the beginning there was really no attach. Like people really didn't know that he was that.
That's fair.
Because, yeah, no, me and Tim both, I feel like we can say that we've followed him from, like, his music career from the start.
Yeah. I mean, since the first Pink Eye album dropped, and we're like, why is this, like,
dude,
good?
Yeah.
Even though it was, like, you know, it was obviously Filthy Frank content, so it was very edgy. But
the Pink Eye one? Yeah.
Why is vocally this good?
It was really good, too.
The, like, instrumentals and stuff to it were good, too. Yeah, it was weird. Other than that, though, Clowncore.
What the fuck is Clowncore, first of all? Is this a band?
Yeah, okay, so
it's not like an actual core?
Is a 2-man avant-garde freeform electronic jazz metal fusion.
Bruh.
They did stuff for adults. They did stuff for Adult Swim a while ago. I don't know if you ever saw, like, the Late Night Bump. I don't know if you guys hear my cat, but I got a cat.
No, I don't hear him.
Kiefer. But, so they did stuff for Adult Swim. They filmed music videos inside of a porta potty.
You remember when the guy
while wearing clown masks?
Like, the father of techno was on Adult Swim very briefly? Giorgio?
No.
Like, remember, I think the stage name is, like, Marauder or something?
Yes.
I think it's his last name. But he did, like, bumps for Adult Swim, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, dude, Adult Swim gets cool music bumps, but anyways, the Clowncore released an album. It's not as jazzy as I wanted, but it's still cool. All of the music videos are filmed inside of a minivan.
Oh, nice.
It's good shit. Actually, I've been posting a lot of them on my Twitter. Like, anytime they release a new video, you'll see it on my Twitter. So if you want to, it's pretty entertaining shit at the very least. Yeah, that album's good. Check it out. It's called Van.
Van, that's all it's called?
Yeah, that's the album title.
Nice.
That's all they need, man.
Just Van.
Just Van.
The last album title was just Toilet.
All right, well, my week, I've literally just been watching movie review channels on YouTube. And
yeah, what's your favorite, huh? I'm going to gatekeep you from this community.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm not some of our friends who do that with shit.
Okay. I don't know.
I won't name names right now, but there are people.
I've like said a few of them, like last week or last episode, like Elvis the Alien does some like bad movie reviews, obviously, and it's like humorous, and then Mr. GG does some, and then Foundflix does like more.
They do like the editing explained videos, right?
Yeah, and then Dead Meat does kill counts for like horror movies.
These are all channels I watch. I'm proud that we have similar tastes.
I like funny ones. Like I like people that make jokes and explain it. So, but besides that, I've been rewatching The Office. I don't know why. It sounded good, and I got roped in again. But I've just been on like Instagram on a lot of the news people that I follow. So I was just gonna rattle off a few real quick to keep everyone updated.
Oh, real quick, I just remember what my recommendation is. I've been watching The Expanse on Amazon, and that's a pretty rad show.
What's it about?
It's about space and Earth and Mars, like to the point where there's like a space age and like there's colonies on asteroids and shit. And it's like really like it's like political intrigue, but also like really cool sci-fi stuff. It's really interesting.
Nice.
If you like interesting sci-fi, just give it a watch. If it doesn't get you, give it a couple episodes. And I mean, I'm not getting paid to advertise this show, so.
But we would like to be.
But I would like to, Amazon. Give me that Jeff Bezos money. Even though I've said on the podcast that I would fight him.
I'll fight him, but I'll still take his money.
Hey, you don't have to like the people you get money from. Okay,
that's fair.
There's still morality. Like, I'm not going to take anything from, like, Trump. I'm not going to plug him.
I mean, I would take his money.
There's jokes being made about you saying that, but I'll let it go.
Okay, alright.
No, anyways. I mean the plug thing, like, booty hole.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm wearing mine right now, so.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways, just to run down, there's been a lot of people cast in a lot of different roles. Most of these are going to be Marvel, but the first big one that hit was Tom Hardy is apparently going to be the next James Bond. Did you guys hear that?
No, but didn't we talk about that being my ideal casting for?
Yes, we have talked about that. So apparently they got one more with Daniel Craig, and he's going to take the baton after that. He's in contract negotiations.
I thought there was rumors that it was going to be Idris Elba.
There were, but I think they ended up going with Tom Hardy. I think people had an issue with having a black James Bond still.
Oh, fuck off.
So I think they might have went with a safe. I would have rathered Idris Elba. I think he would have been amazing in the role. Even better than Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy's a good second choice.
That's
I think we should have made James Bond a hamster.
I just am excited because I feel like they're going to still keep up with the rough and tough throwing fists and shit and gunplay that they have with the Daniel Craig ones, and they're not going to revert back to the gadgety shit. Because I hate that. It's so boring to me. Next up is She-Hulk got cast, and it is going to be Tatiana Maslany. I probably butchered that. I didn't know either. She's on some TV shows, so look her up.
It might be hard for you guys to look her up, but
I can put it on our Rewind and Reload story, and they can figure it out from there. How about
I was going to say, because I do not think John pronounced that name correctly.
I tried my best.
I saw that they recast Batwoman, or is it's Batwoman,
yes.
right?
Yes,
okay.
They recast Batwoman because Ruby Rose didn't want to do it anymore.
I mean, after she almost died on set, I don't think I can blame her.
Yeah, that, and she hated the costume, I guess. She didn't like the time that it took to get into it. It's you kind of should have known that walking into it.
I mean, fair.
Next thing is Marvel pushed every one of their movies until 2021. So there will first.
Fat bag of cocks, but
I think since 2009, this will be the first year that Marvel hasn't released a movie every year. You can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure.
They haven't released anything this year?
They're going to be releasing some TV stuff on Disney Plus, but not movies.
Are they going to release the mistitled Defenders?
You talking the Netflix one?
Yeah, the ones that got they got canceled. But
they got the rights back to them, so they might be rebooting a lot of those.
Netflix did, or Disney?
Disney got all the rights back for the characters.
It's gonna be G-rated. It's gonna be the Iron. It's gonna be the Rubber Fist. That sounds even worse, but
the Rubber Fist.
It's I just want challenge.
Punisher to come back. I just want Punisher to come back.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Next is Miss Marvel got cast, and that one is Iman Vellani. I think I got that one.
That sounds right.
And then lastly, Jamie Foxx is going to be returning as Electro in the Spider-Man 3 movie. So people are throwing a bunch of rumors around how his Electro is going to be in it, but he got cast, and it's confirmed. So that'll be kind of interesting.
Why?
I like Jamie Foxx a lot. I think they really did him dirty in the Spider-Man movie. I feel like they made his acting poor. I think he could do a lot better. And I think
those movies are just bad to begin with.
Yeah. I think he could do a lot better with a better cast of writers. So maybe it'll work out, but
apparently there was a trailer that I haven't seen that like kind of teases that that Venom is in the MCU, like partially because or what's his name, the guy who plays Cletus Cassidy is like in the trailer.
Oh,
it's like a Marvel movie that has something to do with Spider-Man, and Woody Harrelson's in the trailer.
So yeah, so at the end of the end of Venom, they put in sorry, I thought my audio got cut off. Yeah, so they put in like an end credit scene where Tom Holland goes to the prison, and oh my god, yes, and
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Anyways, and you see the guy, one of the guys that got put away by Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He was one of the guys that got cast as a possible Scorpion or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
See, I haven't seen any of this. I just heard that there was a trailer that like Woody Harrelson's in, and people were like violently speculating that like Venom is now part of the MCU through some extended logic.
They also have one with Vulture is in the trailer for Morbius.
That's it. That's the one.
So there's that one too.
It was that trailer, not...
Both of them have like little cameos from actors that are in both movies, to where I think they're trying to get them to tie in. I don't know if like
Fox and Disney are going to play nice with that stuff, so...
I doubt it.
Yeah, because, I mean, Fox is kind of notorious for being like, no, we own these characters, actually, so...
You mean Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Fox.
Disney owns Fox.
Why did I think it was Fox? Did Fox used to own Spider-Man or something?
No, so Fox owns the X-Men and some other, like, arbitrary characters that...
Right, the X-Men movies
Disney,
that are Fox.
Yeah, Marvel got them back when Disney bought Fox.
Man, those X-Men movies are kind of not great. I think I've talked about it a little bit about like, man, they just didn't age well, I guess.
The X-Men movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God yeah, they're terribly aged. All right. Well, I think that might be a good breaking point before we go off on another tangent to take an ad break, and then we'll jump into the topic. So we'll be right back. All right, today's topic is a pretty fun one. We originally talked about doing this topic actually when the live action adaptation was going to come out on Netflix, because they were talking about doing one. It has been confirmed that it is canceled.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep, it got completely canceled indefinitely. And so we're going to be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you couldn't tell from the title of the episode. But with the news of the cancellation, there's been a lot of rumors going around from a lot of fans and everything that I've been seeing. So I thought, I just finished watching it. I know, Quentin, you've watched it here pretty recently, and Tim, I know you've watched it. So
yeah, I've watched it in the past a couple of times.
So we might as well talk about it a little bit. So I'll get into the rumors here at the end, but let's maybe jump into the main character, or I would say quote unquote main characters, and then we can kind of add a few in as we go along, and kind of talk about them. So I have them labeled in our like research template by how I remember seeing them come up throughout, like how they had their reveal. So Katara and Sokka are the first two we get to meet. Am I wrong?
I think that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So Katara and Sokka are brother and sister. Katara can waterbend, which is pretty dope because she's the only one in her tribe that can at the current state. We get a little backstory later on about that, but Sokka has his faithful boomerang that he named Boomy, right? No, Boomy's a character.
That's a character.
Yes, but what does he call? What does he call his boomerang though? He calls it something at the end when he's throwing it and he loses it, or quote unquote loses it for a little bit, and he gets all upset. Oh man, I could have swore that he called it Boomy. But it could have been.
Why would he care about a boomerang, dude? He got a fucking sword made out of an asteroid.
Well, yeah, I mean, but still,
the boomerang. He got to fuck the moon.
Oh, well, we could talk about that too. I mean, he did fuck the moon.
I don't think he actually fucked the moon, did he?
Probably not. It's a kid show.
I don't think that ever happened. I think he was like, he kissed her.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, we're gonna do the fuck. And then she's like, BRB, moon time.
I don't mind because he ends up with Suki. So, and I like Suki a lot more. She's a badass.
He should have ended up with Toph.
I kind of wish. Okay, so let's get through the characters and we'll talk about them as we go. So Zuko and Uncle Iroh, or I'm sorry, Aang, we meet next because Katara and Sokka find him, obviously frozen in his little avatar state.
Iceberg.
Do you know how the design of Aang came about? It was actually from like an old drawing that. Oh shoot! Who is the guy who does the art? Was it DiMartino or was it?
I think so. Hold on.
It's Bruce Hartman from Fairly Odd Parents.
What? No. Like
I'm
this
joking.
is like. Oh, I was like, what? No.
No.
It's either.
I hate his art style.
Whichever one of the two guys from DiMartino and Konetsky, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Konetskio. I don't know. Whoever does the art, they had this drawing of like an old man who was bald, and one of the things that like you need for a Nickelodeon pitch is it needs to be from a child's perspective. So they kept the bald head and just made him a kid.
Oh, I kind of like that.
I mean, they made him a monk, so it kind of makes sense for him to be bald anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because then you see the previous Airbending Avatar, and it's a woman, and her head's like shaved really weird.
Yeah, dude, she's got like a skullet.
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks badass, but it wouldn't look badass in real life, but like in the animated version, it looked cool.
Tail, but that's it.
A rat tail?
Yeah, but it was just a rat tail.
Yes.
Like everything else was shaved.
Oh, fuck. Alright,
I
so...
just remember the time that me and Quentin saw a kid with a fucking Jedi Padawan braid when we were in high school, and that's a memory.
I wanted one, but my parents told me I'd look stupid.
Well, they were right.
Yeah. I wanted it when I was like fucking like 11 or 12, so like I was young.
You were old enough to know better.
Probably. I was old enough to know better, yes. Yeah, I've had some pretty fucking crazy hairstyles, guys.
Oh, we're aware.
So obviously Aang, we find out, is the only airbender left, and he is also the Avatar, so he can control all the elements. After we meet them, I believe we meet Zuko and Uncle Iroh. There's a couple other characters I think we kind of meet like that don't matter too much, but Zuko and Uncle Iroh. Zuko is the Fire Lord's son, so he's the prince, and he lost his honor, and he's tasked with finding the Avatar and killing him or bringing him back, whatever. So obviously capturing, okay. But obviously he set up from the beginning. He is the character that's going to have the most character growth, obviously. Uncle Iroh is pretty cool. He has a very tragic past. He also has a very, I don't know, fucked up past, but he's learned.
You guys ever think about how Uncle Iroh is just what the QAnon people think Trump is? He's working undercover to take down the deep state, dude.
To take down the White Lotus?
No, I thought the White Lotus is good.
Yeah.
Is the White Lotus good? Which one's the bad one?
The Fire Nation.
White Lotus.
I'm talking about the deep state of Ba Sing Se, whose name I can't remember.
No. I don't remember. Because, the White Lotus is like everybody from the different nations that are actually good guys. But yeah, no, Uncle Iroh is totally just like putting on a front, but then like working from the inside to take it all down, dude. Uncle Iroh's the best fucking character in the show.
Dude, it's...
Fuck what anybody else says.
Yeah, he's... his episode, like, where his character gets, like, a full episode, it makes me cry every time.
Oh, when he goes backstory.
Yeah.
When he comes up really in Legend of Korra, oh my god, I'm like, oh...
Oh, yeah, the spirit realm.
Yeah, because, like, of course he, like... was like, oh, I'm done with the material world. I'm going to the spirit world, guys.
So the deep state of Ba Sing Se was called the Dai Li.
Oh, the Dai Li,
yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because Azula, who I'm going to talk about in a few, she's the one that ends up being their commanding officer eventually. Yeah, she, like, takes over, and they, help her out.
Sister Princess Azula, that's a page on the that's part on the wiki.
Boom. I just watched it, man. So next I believe we meet Toph next. And Toph comes up after a while in the series because Aang has learned somewhat how to waterbend. He tried out firebending. It didn't work out super great. And now he's trying to find a earthbending teacher. And he finds it in Toph, who's my favorite character.
That she was originally supposed to be a big burly man.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And they even point that out in the play at the end.
One episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very meta.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cool. That episode's funny.
I love
just
Toph.
A very meta walkthrough of like not only the story itself, but the story of the creation of the story.
Yeah. But like I said, Toph's like my favorite character. I mean, she's from like a pretty noble family and didn't like it, and they treated her really bad because she's blind. So she just kind of went out and made it on her own as a...
hung out with the moles.
What?
Hung out with the moles.
She did, and then she became a wrestler, an earthbending wrestler, and kicked ass. And she's actually who I really wish Zuko would have married.
What?
But
pretty
I don't know. There was...
What?
Zuko and her had like a little...
Is that, dude?
Okay.
No.
There was a little...
That is like the worst possible pairing.
Okay, hear me out. Mostly because they're my two favorite characters. But
you can't defend this ship.
Toph had a crush on him. Like, there is a very, like, small area where, like, everyone goes on these, like, life-changing times with Zuko,
that's like
and she gets
that,
all...
Like, the point where Katara has, like, a weird crush on him, too.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Zuko ended up with the right person. Don't get me wrong. It just would have been kind of cool if he ended up with Toph, in my mind. That's just
Zuko's
my opinion.
The best character. That's all I'm saying.
Old Zuko's pretty fucking dope.
Rides her out on a dragon and shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's pretty badass.
All right. Next, I believe I have it written down Ozai and then Azula, but we technically meet Azula first and then Ozai last because we keep seeing...
Hamill.
What's up?
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Did you guys see the DoorDash or whatever commercials it is with Mark Hamill and
Patrick Stewart? Yeah, they're funny.
That That fucking made me laugh so hard.
Dude, they're good. Yeah, we meet Azula next. She's kind of a bitch. She never stops. She never stops being a bitch, even after. Because, like, I don't know. I kind of read a couple of like the story arcs after the show ended, like the comic series that they came out with. She's still a bitch, so that sucks. But she's the sister of Zuko, and then Ozai is the father of Zuko. He's the Fire Lord, and he is voiced by the beautiful Mark Hamill, but he's a fucking dick. And I love at the end when he's like, I'm the Fire Phoenix. And it's like, okay, dude, fuck off. We get it. You like to stroke your own dick.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, that's fair. But, yeah, so those are like pretty much a lot of the main characters. I kind of wanted to touch on some other characters that you guys liked or want to talk about. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys, or anything that you want to talk about with the characters I named. So, what you guys got?
The Cabbage Man. The you didn't even talk about the Cabbage Dude.
I didn't talk about the Cabbage Dude because I knew one of you would talk about the Cabbage Dude.
He's an integral part of the story.
That's unfortunately true.
He is the backbone. Without the Cabbage Man, the show would have fucking tanked.
He's in every season, isn't he?
Do you think the Cabbage Man is just pulling off, like, elaborate insurance fraud?
Yes. 100%.
He's just in the right place at the right time all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Avatar needs a goddamn flying bison to get from place to place. How is he transporting his fresh cabbages overseas
with that fucking wheelbarrow, bro? He's got it. He's fucking jacked.
No, I think
Dude,
he's like Boomy,
where he's a weak old man, and then he stands up and he's just fucking ripped.
He's a secret airbender. He actually survived the attack on the West Temple, or whichever, North Temple. He survived it. And then he's just been hiding as a cabbage salesman. This is confirmed. I talked to the creator of Nickelodeon last night about it.
Oh.
He's my dad.
I was just about to be like, how the fuck do you know this? So...
This is more absurd than my claim that I was the Jacob Wool of Final Fantasy the other day.
Oh, man. Or, I don't know. You guys, something else.
There's this cool thing, though. If you pay attention to, like, Zuko, how he sleeps when he's, like, in the Fire Nation ships and stuff like that. He sleeps with his burn side down because his other ear can hear better, obviously. And then when he's like with Team Avatar and stuff, his like good ear is down.
Oh, I never realized that. I'm gonna have to go back and like find some of those
ridiculous little fucking things in the animations and stuff.
Watching it after
many things you can pick up on. It's stupid.
Like, watching it as an adult versus, like, when I watched it as a kid, it's insane how much work that they put into the most minute things.
Yeah, dude.
And it made the show so good.
Well, that was the thing, though, is, like, all of the things that went into the show were things that, like, the creators were, like, into.
Yeah.
You know? Like, they liked martial arts, they liked Eastern philosophy, and then, I mean, that's really kind of like the biggest influences on the show, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But, before we start getting too much into that. What's up, Tim?
So what if Momo had a gun?
Momo would fucking kill everyone.
I think if Momo had a gun...
I was going to bring up the character, the Boulder.
Oh, the Boulder.
The Boulder!
None other than Mankind McFoley himself.
Is he really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They got the Nickelodeon bucks. They got Mankind. They got Mark Hamill. They can get anybody, dude.
Oh my god. I just thought it was an imitator. I never looked it up.
It's 100%
it's
just
the real
Mankind
deal.
himself.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah. Is there any other characters you want to talk about, or anything that, like, some moment? Like, I guess later we'll probably get into some favorite moments here at the end. So I guess we'll wait for that.
That library is really a cool character I like.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember his name, but
I don't either. In Avatar,
I guess Boomy. Boomy's like one of my favorite characters from when I was
actually,
a little kid.
Boomy's the shit.
Yeah. Wan Shi Tong is the barn owl.
Oh. I'm sorry if I'm yawning a lot this episode. I'm very tired.
I'm gonna put it in here, and I want to see what you guys come up with. Did I say it right, or did I not?
Wan Shi Tong.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it right. Good job.
All right, cool.
Good job. You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't come off as racially insensitive.
Like I always do. The most fucking terrible person ever to be created.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You could say it with like an accent and be really bad.
I'm not going to, because I know that's wrong. If I mispronounce something, it's one thing. If I say it with an accent, that is a totally different thing.
What if I just go back and post and put like the that jingle behind you while you say it?
What jingle?
The ting 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 ting.
Oh, please don't do that. Oh man,
I support this idea.
I love that you guys just want to take excerpts and make me look like a terrible person.
We don't want to. It'd just be funny if we did.
It would be really funny until like
until the backlash.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start getting into more of the influences in the show, like things that they took from and everything. I know, Quentin, you have some stuff you want to talk about. I was going to touch on more of the martial arts that they used because of the bending, but if you want to start us off. I feel like you're pretty well versed in this area. You're very philosophical, and you know a lot more about different.
I just read too many fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some people call him the Sophocles of Indiana.
It is
man,
what it is.
He's the Socrates.
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 I mean, whenever we hang out, he does wear a toga, so it's kind of.
It's really awkward when his schlong pops out.
No, they cover that up. It's alright. You wear underwear underneath it.
Yeah, you don't free ball in toga, dude. What is this?
It's just awkward because I get a boner.
What is this? A Roman bathhouse? No.
Tibetan Buddhism, guys. Yeah, it had a big influence on the show. Mostly because, like I said before, the creators were pretty into like Eastern philosophy and stuff like that. And it really shows. I don't know if they did some super homework before making decisions, or if this was just like random knowledge that they had. But like, for example, the 14th Dalai Lama, his name was Tenzin Gyatso. Tenzin is the name of Aang's son. That's
you're not getting into Korra, man. Don't
technically
ruin it.
Korra, I understand, but Monk Gyatso was the monk that trained Aang when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So I thought it was neat that they just took the Dalai Lama's names. They're like, all right, you get this name, you get that name. Boom. The process of finding the new Dalai Lama is pretty much the same as what they do to find the Avatar. They place like all the toys in front of the kid, and depending on what toy you choose, it decides if you're the Avatar or the Dalai Lama. Like if you choose a specific toy, that's one that they know.
They put like some objects in front of you, and if you pick like one that's associated with the former Dalai Lama.
Yeah, it was something. It was a toy that the former Dalai Lama had when they were a child.
Oh, see, I remember that from that the movie about Buddha with Keanu Reeves in it.
I've never seen that. What?
We watched it in 7th grade history class.
Oh,
I think it's just called Siddhartha. I'm not sure.
I'll have to watch that. I want to see
Keanu.
Wait, was Keanu Reeves like cast as the
Siddhartha.
Buddha?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's badass. That's fucking badass, dude. I'm gonna watch that for sure. I want to see the end. Like,
let me make sure that I'm not making this up, and that's not like a fever dream I had.
Yeah, no, dude. I want to see Keanu walk onto the battlefield, and like get his cousin and Maya to like stop fighting and shit. Like everybody's just like standing down to him. It's just Keanu Reeves, but he looks like how he does in John Wick.
The movie's called Little Buddha.
Are you for real?
I'm dead serious.
This sounds.
Ooh, this movie lost so much money. Holy shit!
Probably should have.
Little Buddha.
It's the budget for this movie is $35 million, and it only made $4.8 million back U.S. box office.
Why does Keanu Reeves' face look like this? What did they do to him?
What'd they do to my boy Keanu?
It doesn't even look like him. He's like airbrushed to fuck.
I mean, this was the...
Like, look at the fucking...
so...
Look at the front of it. Like,
the poster?
It doesn't even look like him.
That looks pretty good, dude. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
It actually looks like that one really infamous art restoration of Jesus.
Oh, that really bad restoration of Jesus?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this?
That's funny.
Okay. We need to do maybe a bad movie review on this or something.
On Little
Fucking
Buddha.
Christ. I cannot see that being a good movie.
I'll rate how like factually correct it is too.
Fuck, we're doing it. We're gonna get it down on the schedule eventually.
We can hit it from the is it correct in its facts and is it good. I'm gonna give you a spoiler. Both answers are probably going to be no.
Let's be assholes and do it on Christmas.
Christmas.
We won't talk about Christmas shit. We'll just talk about Buddha. All right. Anyways, keep going.
Obviously, Aang being from the Air tribe, they were the Tibetan Buddhists. So that kind of based off of Tibet, if you want to get specific. And then the Fire Nation is based off of imperialist Japan, actually. The Earth is China. And the Water Tribe is a mixture, actually, of different indigenous cultures, like the Inuits, the...
Native Americans.
Yeah, and the Aborigines of... Australia,
which is crazy. Like they picked so many different
and Aztec cultures as well.
Yeah, I like that they pulled so many different things, and it worked really well.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool thing. Like I think it's like cool, like especially in like a kid show to. Like, obviously, kids don't realize that, like, that's what it is, but it's still, like, kind of a cool, somewhat introduction, because, like, at least for me, like, I picked up on some of it as a kid, and then, like, as I got older, I was like, oh, wait, this was this and this, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the scene where they, the Water Nation sacrifices someone on top of a ziggurat. Kind of...
Yeah. I forgot about that. I wish that'd be... A forgotten episode. It was lost.
It's like the lost, Squidward suicide episode.
Yeah, exactly.
One other thing I want to add too, you said that, Fire Nation a lot of it was based off of Imperial Japan, but the other thing is their architecture was also based off of Chinese and Egyptian architecture for the royal palace and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely saw, because when I was, looking into it and people were saying, oh, the Earth Kingdom is China, I was like, but the Fire Nation looks like Chinese buildings. But it makes more sense that the Earth Kingdom is China. But yeah, that's what it mixed me up, because I was like, wait, no, isn't that supposed to be the Fire Nation? Because look at the buildings, look at the houses.
But the Earth Nation's architecture isn't very Chinese. It's Babylonian, kind of, or
that's it's a mixture, because when I was reading earlier, it was Egyptian, Chinese, some others, some other Asian countries, all roped into one. I don't know how they did it so well.
The way I see the Earth Kingdom being China is just because it's fucking huge.
They have a communist secret police.
Yeah. What else? It's not agrarian, but I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know. I understand how it works.
Oh wait,
bears.
Shit, I'm gonna die for saying that.
But no, yeah.
The Dai Li are actually named after the leader of the Chinese secret police.
Oh, well.
Of course they are. I didn't think I was being that literal when I made that joke, but
I just read it.
These dudes did their homework.
Yeah, no.
They really did.
It's so well written that, I don't think anything is a coincidence, honestly.
Oh, no. For sure.
The Sandbenders in the desert are based off of
Tusken Raiders.
No. The Tararig people of Northern Africa. There's so many different things that they pull from. This is insane.
Man, you can't call them sand people anymore.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
No. I don't remember what that's from, but there's some bit where it's when Ben Kenobi's oh, the sand people, and it's they're called Tusken Raiders, Ben.
Robot Chicken, maybe?
It sounds like a Family Guy thing.
One of those two.
The same people worked on both, pretty much. So
yeah. So some other influences I wanted to get into is the bending itself. So I thought the cool thing, I looked it up when I was little, and then I looked it up, again here when I was watching it, because I thought it was so cool how each bending, it's different. The movements are different. And it's obvious, it's not something that's subtle. You obviously can tell that it's different types of martial arts. So I went ahead and looked it up, and I have it in front of me so that I don't fuck it up. But waterbenders use Tai Chi, and that makes a lot of sense, because when you watch Tai Chi, they're very flowy. That's the whole point of that martial arts style, is to flow through your body movements. I thought that was cool. Earthbenders are Hunga Kung Fu, which is a more sturdy Kung Fu, where your feet are more pressed to the ground. You use more of your body as an anchor when you fight. Firebenders use Northern Shaolin Kung Fu. And then Airbenders, I'm going to fuck this up so bad, but they use Ba Gua Zhang. And I've never heard of this martial arts style. It's a Chinese martial arts.
Isn't it a form of martial arts that's it kind of a competition dance thing now, essentially?
I couldn't find a whole lot on it, to be honest with you.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's like some traditional Chinese martial arts form, but it's now done competitively, but not like versus each other. You do routines.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a fighting dance fusion thing. I don't know how best to describe it.
I wish they would have based a bending style on that, like, bogus martial art that, like, I don't remember what his name is, but it's the one where the guy, like, grabs your pinky and he's like, try and hit me. You can't.
Yeah, or like the, like, not invisible punch.
Yeah, the guy who does, like, the 1-inch punch and it's like,
yeah,
this is fake. But, like, he just hires actors to act like they're getting the shit beat out of them, and it's so funny.
That was the plight of the 80s, dude. That, like, that happened a lot. People were getting exposed, dude.
It's
Kung
great
Fu masters.
Red Letter Media has, not to bring another movie review channel up, but they've done, like, they do a best of the worst series where people just send them, like, old VHSs, and then they, like, pick one randomly and watch it. And they've had a few where it's, like, really shitty 80s martial arts videos. And it's, like, it's so good just to see, like, these frauds trying to be, like, say they're using, like, energy pulses and knocking people over and shit.
You know who's not a fraud, though? Sifu Kisu. The dude that DiMartino trained with to learn about martial arts for the show.
Oh.
Sifu Kisu was this dude who basically ran a martial arts studio out of his backyard, but he was like a legit fucking dude. Like, he went to, like, China, like, climb the mountains type deal, like, find these kung fu masters and learn from them. He was like some Vietnam vet or something. Dude was insane. But yeah, like, they literally learned martial arts for the show.
Huh.
What if the boulders, instead of, like, whatever the Chinese martial art they did, it was just, like, wrestling moves?
That would be cool. Just suplexing boulders.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know what Mankind's fighting style was, but that would have been hilarious to see.
Fist of the North Sock.
Speaking of martial arts movies, I really just want to plug Ip Man real quick, because that's my favorite series, like, ever. So go check that one out.
Ooh, I have one last blurb about the elemental fighting as well. The reason they chose that was because they couldn't have violence that was recreatable. Because it was a Nickelodeon show, so since they had the addition of, like, the fire or the air or the water or the earth, there was no way for the kids to actually, recreate that and hurt each other.
Oh, like, so all they could do is literally just punch each other. But kids do that anyways.
Exactly. Because there were issues with, like, WWE, WWF, where kids would, like, recreate the wrestling moves, and then they would have lawsuits. So that was, like, a whole thing.
You just got kids doing the dragon dance.
Yeah, exactly. Like, kids are just doing, the dragon dance, and it's like, okay, this is fine. We can't get sued for this. Nobody's going to get hurt.
Fuck, man. You give me, like, if I could watch it for, like, 30 seconds real quick, I could do the dragon dance. I remember doing it when I was a little kid all the time. Just, like, doing the Fusion Ha thing from Dragon Ball. Me and Tim used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Tim doesn't want to admit it, but we did it a lot.
Back when we thought that Dragon Ball Z game for the Xbox was good.
Oh, dude, it was like, it was so good then, though.
Yeah, I tried to play it, like, recently because my friend emulated it, and it's bad.
It is very bad. But anything else on influences?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of my cringy anime shit. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, I'm not either. Fuck it. Let people know.
No, I don't have anything else.
All right. Well, now I want to ask you guys, what was your favorite story moment?
I think it's a hard thing to ask.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask it.
There's a lot of really good moments. I don't know if one stands out to me really. The M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Shut the fuck up. I like one story arc.
Try and make it all the way through this without talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
I was really trying
to. Over it.
Oopsie! You think I cannot bring that up?
Okay.
What were you saying, Quentin? I'm sorry.
The Warriors of Kyoshi arc was really good.
Oh, that was really good.
That was very good.
Where, Sokka learns that he's not just better because he's a dude.
I think that Bloodbending was a very good, thing of Katara being like, oh, this is, fucked up, I can't do this.
I saw a thing the other day where it was a question posted on Instagram from an Avatar fan page, and it was do you think if Katara was bound and by Azula and captured, if she would use bloodbending to fuck her up because Azula never knew that she could bloodbend? And I answered it because I was no, I don't think she would, because she fucking hates bloodbending. Yeah. I think the only way that she would ever use bloodbending is the case where she did it in the series where she saved Sokka
she had
and
to
Aang.
Fight fire with fire, dude.
Yeah, the only way she would ever use it is to save people she loved. I don't think she would ever use it to save herself, honestly. Because, she was fucked up for a while after doing it.
Yeah. I didn't have much more, but yeah, no, I agree. I just thought that was a really good arc. So much of this show is just
it is
solid. There's very few episodes I can point to and go that one's kind of a low point.
There are no low points.
I think there's just some episodes that are fillers that are cutesy, and I'm okay, let's get back to the main story or whatever. But there's still nice little comic relief episodes to keep the story lighter.
Yeah.
So I can't. They're not bad. They're just unnecessary. But some of them are the best, honestly. My favorite moment is actually the final Agni Kai between Azula and Zuko, because I feel Azula became completely unhinged, with power and being betrayed by her brother and stuff, because he left for Team Avatar and she couldn't trust anybody, and her friends even did, and shit like that. So, and I think it was also a really big character moment for Zuko. He had already joined Team Avatar, but he had finally realized where his place was, because he sacrificed himself to save and protect Katara, and it was the final push, I feel that they put through to kind of be oh, that's his family now, not these shitholes from the Fire Nation.
True. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Like you said at the very beginning of the episode, he has one of the most interesting character arcs in the entire show.
You can tell from the very beginning that he's set up to be the way he is, to have the most character development.
I actually think I don't know about that one.
No?
Appa?
Oh, okay.
A lot of character development there.
Don't even bring up Appa, because that one where he gets lost, I wept.
Yeah, see what I'm saying, dude? Character development.
Dude, he didn't deserve that. I'm tearing up right now thinking about it.
there's
Momo actually had the most character development.
Also,
it's when he got the gun.
Momo?
Yes.
Okay. I saw something the other day and they were like, Momo was more of Sokka's pet than Aang's. Because they're
absolutely.
constantly with each other.
Battling.
And then, I mean, Sokka and Momo fucking eat hallucinogenic cactus at one point together. Like, they're bonded.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know about you guys.
They do mescal together.
If you ever eat a drug cactus, if you ever eat a drug cactus with your pets, you're gonna have a good time. You and that pet, you're gonna talk. What are you gonna talk about? I don't know. Probably how good the cactus tastes.
Yeah, because doesn't Momo talk to him at some point? And he's like, "What the fuck?"
I think so. Yeah, I think that's when he was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Yeah,
it's because Momo said something, but I don't remember what.
Fuck, man, I don't either. I'm gonna look that up after this, though. Oh, man. All right. Well, I think that's about it for the story. But so there's obviously, like I said at the beginning, there's all these crazy rumors circulating and stuff among the fan base. I want to open it up to you guys first before I get into the ones I've heard. Have you guys heard any rumors? Anything that you want to point out?
I've heard a rumor from me that M. Night Shyamalan's making a sequel.
The Netflix sequel.
Yeah, he's actually taking over. He's going to self-fund it. I think he actually did that movie just because his kids liked the show.
Yeah, so...
Did he really? Well, he ruined it, so...
He watched his... Okay, so his daughter wanted to be Katara for Halloween, so he watched the show with his family and then decided to make the movie. All I want to say is, sir, you watched the series. How did you fuck the movie up so bad?
I agree.
But for rumors, I heard that Jared Kushner has stinky feet. That's crazy.
Is this true?
Weird. It's big if true.
Big if true.
Okay.
I heard that Ivanka likes it like that.
Cool.
No, I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna what, Tim?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, well, to get a little more serious, I have heard some rumors flying around now that they canceled the live action. They are, I think, the most believable one I've heard so far is that there's been a possible, there's going to be possibly a story arc or like a couple seasons to kind of tell the story about how Team Avatar grew up, you know, after... And there's a comic series on it.
I was about to say, there's comics, I thought.
Yeah, so they're going to... They talked about...
Evolution and...
Yeah, so that's the most believable one to me because there's already a comic series that you can base all of that off of and then just make it, you know, an animated series and call it a day. Because not everyone's going to go out and read all the comic books, you know what I mean?
It's so hard to find.
People don't like reading anymore, Quentin.
No, I was saying it's hard to find the comics.
Oh, yeah. No, I had to find them like online. I had to piece together a few of them. I haven't even read... I've read like 2. I read the one where Zuko found his mom, and that was about it. And that was like a two comic series.
There's a lot of YouTube channels that actually will go into the... I can't think of any fucking names right now, which is bad. It's been a couple months since I've watched any of them, but if you want to know what happens in the comics, just do some YouTube searching.
YouTube's where it's at, man.
I'm sorry I can't provide you sources because I don't remember.
So other rumors that I've heard is that they've also talked about doing more extensive stories on some of the avatars we met, like Kyoshi, Wan, which we don't meet till Korra, or Karuk, which is the waterbending avatar that was before Aang, or before he was, I don't know. They do the whole circulating thing.
Before the fire.
Yeah, before Roku. Oh, God. Sorry, my brain's turning to mush.
That's kind of cactus.
And then I heard... yeah, exactly. And then I heard something about maybe having a Roku storyline or an Uncle Iroh storyline. And all of these obviously wouldn't be very long, but it was just rumors that I saw circulating, so I figured I'd bring them up, see if anyone out there knows if there's any weight to any of these.
What are these rumors based off of? Is this just
a lot of them are the fan base.
Okay.
The first one was something that actually someone asked the creators at one time that I found, and they said something about that they would love to do a series based off of like just continuing the series. So that one, like I said, probably has the most weight out of any of them, but the other ones are just solely fan base stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's all I got. I want to hear if anyone's got any information on if there's any weight to those, and if there is, let us know. I'll plug our Instagram on our email address here in a little bit. But is there anything that you guys want to add or close out on before we hit our plugs and wrap up?
Oh, I was just going to talk about how Uncle Iroh is the most IRL tragic character I've ever heard of. Do you guys... I know at least Quentin knows about the Leaves on the Vine thing.
Yeah, that isn't that the song?
It's the song, yeah. It's trying to find his name. He was originally voiced by Mako Iwamatsu, and then like some of the last lines that he recorded was "Leaves on the Vine," which is like this really sad, emotional song about like a soldier going to war, like a young man going to war and not coming back.
Didn't he? I think he
and then Mako passed away.
It wasn't a car accident. That was a different...
I think it was.
I'm thinking of something else. I forget what he passed away from, but yeah.
I'm trying to find out. I can't find the. Oh, he died of esophageal cancer.
Rip.
And then like they made the episode the story of Iroh as like a tribute to him. And then they got someone to do a voice like a sound alike, and it's like spot on. So.
And then they name a character after him in Korra too. So.
Yeah.
Everything has a meaning.
Everything. Every fucking thing, man.
Well, see, it's because it's based on Buddhism.
It's true.
And everything contributes to the karmic cycle.
Fuck
everything is everything.
That's why you're good to people.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we'll hit the wrap up if there's nothing else. Quentin, you want to start us off?
Follow me on Twitter at Gondola Driver. I just really political on there now. I tried to not be, and now I think I don't really care.
Can't be as bad as the last time when I got drunk and watched the debates last election cycle.
Oh Lord. I didn't really post anything during the debates. Yeah.
I didn't watch them on purpose because I knew I was going to get mad.
Oh,
and
dude.
Then, like,
I watched them the next day. I know, terrible.
I was like, fuck this. I can't.
Proud Boys, stand by and stand down.
All right, Tim, what you got?
You can follow me on Instagram at HotPinkWaffles. I haven't posted a bad Simpsons edit lately. I think I have some pictures saved up to use, but I just haven't had the inspiration to actually make them. And you can follow me on Letterboxd to follow my, I guess, alright movie opinions. At Timmy C. I'm not a thought experiment, I promise.
You are. Shut up.
I'm not Timmy Thick.
Alright, so you can see me on Instagram over at John Mergenthaler. I don't really post a whole lot anymore because I got tired of it, and I got tired of social media for the most part. And then you can follow our Instagram, which I'm trying to be a little bit better about now that I don't really care about my own, over at rewind_reload_pod. And then go ahead and email us with anything you want us to cover or any mistakes we made at rewindandreloadpodcast@gmail.com. It's all spelled out. And that's about it. We will catch you in about 2 weeks and figure out our topic by then, because I don't think we have yet. So see you later.